Shikhar Aggarwal, the Joint Managing Director at BLS International Services, joins us now to discuss the business outlook and also general business sentiment, since now travel is picked up. International flights have been allowed to run at older occupancy levels. Shikhar, good afternoon. Thanks a lot for joining us. Well, that's my first question, right? What is the volume of visa applications you're processing now that we are seeing that international travel has opened up? If you compare it with pre-COVID levels, where do you stand?
So hi, thank you so much for calling BLS. As you know, we are in 66 countries now and working for more than 46 client governments. And as of last year, we processed 52 million applications. Currently, if you see the last quarter, we have declared highest ever EBITDA margins of 14.5% with 28 crores, which is the highest ever in the last 10 quarters. This in spite of visa numbers being still only at 50% of the 2019 level. Right now the visa numbers is only at 50% as we go along, and in the next year, we expect the visa numbers to grow and the revenue and the bottom line of the company also to grow forward.
Okay, so you're saying Q3 was good despite the fact that the visa applications were just at 50% of the pre-COVID levels. So tell me something, what is your monthly average application number that you really process? And since you say that Q3 was really good, was it also because visa processing charges have gone higher? If you can give us an idea on that.
So definitely, I think during the COVID, we have realigned our expenses. Definitely our cost has also gone down and revenue per application has gone up globally. Be it service charge, you've got increase in service charge from certain governments, and the yield per application has definitely gone up. This has led to increase in revenue, both at the top line and bottom line. On an annual 2019 basis, we do 15 million applications, which is a combination of visa counselor and citizen services. As of now, we are still at only 50% of the capacity, with limited travel from countries like China and Russia is growing. So I think we expect the numbers to normalize in the next few months. So if BLS International has a good growth potential, if the number of visas increase from those 50% to 100%, the number of applications will increase, bottom line will definitely increase. Also, in the next few years, there are multiple opportunities in terms of tenders, upwards of $1.5 billion worth of tenders that are coming up for renewal, in which we are qualified. So if we grab a certain market share of them, we can really grow the revenue of the company.
You spoke about this $1.5 billion of tenders coming up for renewal. How much of it is in the near future and something that you already have and is up for renewal? What amount would that be?
So these contracts are mostly from the 5C countries, which is the US, UK, New Zealand, Australia and Canada, and also from a lot of European governments. We've already started working for some of them in certain parts of the world. For example, the US government, we work for them in Canada. So we are working for certain governments from the last 1 or 2 years, in response to the upcoming tenders that are going to come along. So definitely, I think all these governments are going to give a certain market share that will lead to an increase in revenue. Other than this, there is this non-outsourced market. Recently, we've got a contract with the Philippine government in 3 countries, Italy, Qatar and Malaysia. This was outsourced for the first time. So like that, many governments are coming up with contracts that are going to be outsourced for the first time. So we have a very good growth opportunity going forward.
Okay, so 52 million is what you did last year, if I got that number correct. Some expectation of what kind of applications you're looking at? You have also renewed contract with Royal Thai Embassy. You have signed contract with Embassy of India and Kuwait for passport and consular services. Considering all that, what is the expectation?
See, as a normal year, when in 2019 we did 15 million applications on an annual basis. So definitely, if things from COVID normalize, we are expecting to achieve the same number next year. With the new contracts that we have added in the last few years, be it the Thai embassy in Delhi or the Indian embassy in Kuwait, Philippine embassy. So I think numbers should go upward from there.
Some average or some expectation in terms of what kind of revenue growth and margin picture that you're looking at? In Q3, you were sitting at EBITDA of 11%. That is something that you can maintain?
Correct. We will definitely maintain that, and we can achieve more than that. We have doubled our profit margins from last year, this year, in spite of the numbers that we are getting. So as numbers come back, we'll definitely increase our EBITDA margins, and profitability should also go up.
Okay, and you have substantial cash on your books, around 370 crore rupees, if you can correct that number. What are your plans here? And you do some services in tier 3 cities as well, right? Are you planning to expand that? And otherwise, what would the cash on your books be used for?
Correct. So we, as of last quarter, we do have the same amount of cash on our books. This is 12 years of our hard work that has led to reaching this level of cash. We have really paid the highest level of dividend to the shareholders at the interim level. We had announced and we have already paid that. We are looking at some interesting opportunities for acquisition. We have invested in technology already. We have started investing in different AI blockchain technologies which will be used in different processing of applications. In citizen services, we are working for the government of Punjab, Rajasthan and UP, where we have more than 10,000 offices in UP itself. So we have tied up with a lot of e-commerce players to provide last mile delivery of services or assisted e-commerce services. So that is still only 15% of our entire revenue. 85% is visa counselor services. We expect growth in both aspects of the revenue going forward.
Okay, all right, Shikhar, thanks.